Hi, this is Max, and today I'm doing a review of the original 1-144 Gundam, also known as the RX-78. As you can see, it looks very retro. That's because this is from the 70s. And the box art actually has Amuro, the pilot, on this side. On the left side, it shows the weapons and how you can pose it. Okay, I know it's kind of hard to see. Not sure if that helps. And on this side, it shows the stats or BIOS about the Gundam and the pilot. I can't really read what it says, but what I can guess is that it says it's 18 meters tall, 60 tons, or weighs 60 tons, and it says something about 65,000. I'm not sure what that means. And it says 130 kilometers. I'm guessing it means the speed. And that's it for the box. And onto the figure itself. Here it is. It originally comes in this color. It's an off-white color. I know it's kind of hard to tell, so I'll use something like this tissue to compare it. So yeah, it's a little bit darker, and it's actually a little bit greener for some reason. And they love to use this color a lot back then. And so I had to paint it, and this is, in my opinion, pretty sloppy. I'm still not used to coloring this much on a figure. I usually have to like color the top portion of the foot white or something, but this is like a lot more, and I was not used to that. So yeah, I painted everything, as you can see, and I actually have like 6 more of these in my room stored, so I could practice coloring them or paint them. And I actually have the whole series for the 70s 1-144 scales in my room as well. I'm not going to color them until I get used to coloring the other RX-78s, and once I do finish painting them and building them, I will review them. And now for the posabilities. The head does not move because it is actually 2 pieces of plastic put together to make the torso, the front skirt, side skirt, and the back skirt, including the head. In fact, the only thing that was separate from the head was the V-fin. The arms rotate 360, goes in and out that far, bends that much, which is a lot less than 90 degrees. The wrists do rotate, but they do not wiggle because it's not in a ball joint. The legs move forward about that much, back about that much, and bends at the knee about the same amount as the elbows. The ankles only move up and down, they do not rotate, and the legs do not go in and out. So it's very limited. One thing I wanted to tell you about when building this is that there's actually this brown thing here and a piece of plastic that actually locks the piece inside, and you're supposed to glue this white part in it so this thing rotates but does not come out. I find it more easier to put it together without that piece. I'll talk about it later when I do let's build of one of the figures, or one of these, that is. And So when building this, I recommend not putting that extra piece there. It's easier to pose it that way. Now for the accessories. It actually comes with 4 of these, the beam saber handles, and it actually goes all the way here-ish, so it'd be like right about here, and in the instructions you actually have to cut it to be like a centimeter away from the handle, so you could stick it in the back. So I did that to 2 of them, and actually you're supposed to keep the other 2 and paint it. Instead, I took the other 2 and cut it this short, and then put this toothpick thing that I found in my room. One of these. I'm sure you've seen these before. And it gives a nice effect. So let's have it hold it. And here's what it will look like. Yeah. So yeah, it looks pretty nice. And whoops. I think I'll just get rid of these for now. It also comes with a shield. Once again, I did a pretty sloppy job on it. There's actually like little drops of paint left on the white. And it comes with a handle. And the way you put it on is actually put the handle on the hand first, which is kind of tricky. Okay, and once you have it like that, you take this and put it on the handle, and then it looks like this. And because of the way it was designed, it actually has posability here. It does come out all the way, but it falls off pretty easily if you do that, as you can see. So leaving it on the side is the best choice. Next, it comes with a beam rifle, and it's pretty small even for this scale, especially the scope. But it's not that bad looking. The only thing that's different compared to every other RX-78s I have is that the handle is just a peg. And I usually leave it posed like this. If I could get it to stand. Kind of like it's running. And that's what it looks like in my bookshelf. Usually, unless I decide to change the pose. I'm thinking of adding a neck joint so I could pose the neck. But besides that, I think this is pretty good, and I recommend you guys buy it. Especially if you've never built a Gundam before and you want something cheap. This was only like 250 yen or something, which is about $3. It's not a bad price, and because it was so cheap, I bought 6 of them just so I could practice. You could go to Hobby Link Japan and purchase it, and they ship it for a pretty decent price. And that's it for this review. Next, I'm gonna review, I think it's called First Grade RX-78 12144, which is actually an upgraded look, but it has pretty much the same posabilities.